Let me ask you, me and you have had many conversations.
Yeah, definitely.
We had a conversation not a few months back at the weed joint, weed spot, and you told me, you know what, I don't know if I'm going to ever give out free music ever again.
Right.
That you might be done giving out free music. What made you drop this Mother's Day project yesterday and give it to the people?
I just thought about it. I was like, you know, when I said that at the time, you know, I felt so strong and adamant about my music. And I think when I said that to you, this was before the single was getting ready to come out. This might have been a little bit longer than 3 months ago when we had this conversation.
It was probably about 5, 6.
Yeah, I think more 6. And when we had that conversation, this was before I even knew that I had a single that I was getting ready to work, and this company wanted to work with my company. And this was like kind of more like, okay, I'm doing everything myself. So like, yo, ain't no more free. Ain't no more free. Or whatever. I gotta get mine. You know what I'm saying?
Most
Because
definitely.
I'm gonna give you something that's worth it. Like if I charged you for Still Aware and you bought it, you would appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yes, I gave it for free and you love it either way. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
that's the quality of music that I'm giving you. That's why I said that at the time, because I knew that. Okay, I'm finna
You
do
knew
this
your
on my-
worth. You know your worth.
Yeah. When you know your worth, you know it. And it wasn't nothing about me ever trying to be cocky or anything. It's just like, yo, I gotta eat. I gotta take care of my mother.
Most definitely.
You know, I gotta take care of the fam. You know, I got people that look up to me and people that I support. You know, I gotta get my coins or whatever. So that's why I was like, man, I can't give out nothing for free. I ain't give out nothing for free. But, you know, God blessed me. And I got a hit on my hands here with Mystical and Dicky, and the video's doing well. You know, we went for 3 million views in a week.
Yeah.
You know, I was just like, you know what? Yo, I gotta do something for the people because
Gotta give back.
The love they showed, yeah.
You know, I can't meet everybody. I can't meet 3 million people. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
I could definitely give you back out something. And I gave them the 3 tracks. You know what I'm saying?
That's beautiful. I like that. And then how did this Just A Lil Thick come about with Lil Dicky, Mystical? Because it's kind of like those features are 2 different worlds.
Crazy, right?
You know, Mystical, Lil Dicky, and then you Trinidad James.
So basically, you know, we've had a lot of conversations from the spot or whatever ever since. And I did that song last summer.
I remember.
And when I did it last summer, I remember when I was doing the verse, I did the song like waiting in a session to write for somebody. And like the producer was taking a long time to come. So I had my engineer with me. I was like, yo, load up that beat that my boy from the label that I'm working with had sent me. And when he sent it to me, when he loaded it up, you know, I just started like, you know, vibing to it, waiting, and came up with the idea like, oh, I'm gonna do this idea. Boom, went with it, did my verse, went in the booth, recorded it, and I was like, all right, this is cool. I was like, I like this, you know what I'm saying? Because I see the visual, because I'm a visual guy.
Yeah.
And I was like, I got to do a feature with the right person, though. So a couple weeks or maybe even a month maybe went by. And I was like, man, I don't know, one day Mystical just popped in my head. I don't know what it was. Just subconsciously, like something in the subconscious was just like Mystical.
And you were fucking with Mystical, like you were a fan of Mystical.
I bought his first album and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was my favorite person on No Limit.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Because of his style and his originality was always crazy. And my same engineer was with me when I thought of it. I was like, yo, what if I put Mystical on that joint, bro? You know, maybe I had just seen him on Ellen because he had the song with Bruno Mars.
Yeah.
And Mark Ronson. He had the Mark Ronson song or whatever, and they performed on Ellen. I was like, yo, it's my boy Mystical. That's dope.
Yeah.
And maybe that was in my subconscious, but I told my boy, I was like, yo, I'm gonna get Mystical. And he was like, yo, that'd be crazy. And so I just reached out on Twitter, dog, because I didn't know him at all. And his manager reached back out. And he was like, yo, I seen you hit up Mystical. I don't even know how you got my number. It was crazy. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I just answered it.
It's
because
online somewhere.
it was crazy. I just answered, you know what I'm saying? Because it was like a 504 number. And I was like, yeah, that's kind of strange. It's a Louisiana number. Because I thought it was Boosie. So I answered. And it was Mystical's manager. And I explained to him my case. And I told him, like, yo, man, I'm a big fan. I got a song that I think Mystical sound crazy on. Blase, blase. He's like, all right. He gave me his number. He gave me his number. He told me to call him. I called him. He's like, yo, what's up? I was like, yo, I'm a big fan, man. You know, I got a track that I feel like you'll sound crazy on, dog. You know, I want to send it to you if possible. If not, no trip. I'm a fan. Cool.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, send it. Sent it to him. He's like, yo, I love this. It's crazy. He sent me back the verse like in 3 weeks, tops, or whatever. And I was like, all right, boom. Now the visual is bigger.
Yeah.
So we had that joint, you know what I'm saying? Through the summer, I had it or whatever. I wanted to drop it during the summer or whatever, but I just couldn't get
Time wasn't right.
It wasn't right. Time wasn't right. Time went on. And then the label reached out to me like, yo, we want to do business and we want this to be the first song that we do business with. And I was like, all right. You know, because I was just getting ready to drop the projects and stuff like that. Like this is kind of like a lie. Right after we talking, I'm getting ready to hit people. Like yo, I got like 6 projects cooked up.
About to hit them over
you know
the
what I'm
head.
saying? Boom, pop, pop. You know what I'm saying? With all that or whatever. And you know, they kind of it was like, yo, we want to do this. And I was like, all right. I kind of seen a bigger business play. All right, boom, let's do it that way. And one of the guys at the label was like, yo, I think he played it for Dickie. Somehow he's like, yo, Dickie sound crazy on this. They played it for Dickie. Dickie loved it. He's like, yeah, I want to do a verse on this. So Dickie heard it and he said he wanted to do a verse on it. Prior last summer, I also met Dickie at the in LA at the Ray Streamer Throw Some More video with Nicki Minaj and Young Thug. And somebody introduced me like, yo, you should meet this guy. He's dope. And so I met him. I was like, yo, cool. He had a really good vibe to him. You know, I'm a vibe person. So I was like, all right, cool. We exchanged numbers. He is a fan of me. I was like, I wasn't familiar with him yet, but I was like, you're cool. Boom, exchanged numbers. Time went by because he plays ball. So I was like, yo, we a hoop or something.
Yeah.
And time went by and he popped off with the Professional Rapper album. His song with Snoop. And the other joints Save That Money.
Right.
So, you know, I don't ever bother people when they're on tour and doing their thing. You know, I was like, we'll work one day. And then it reached out and he was like, yo, just like how us interviewing and we've been talking about this interview and now we're doing it, like the energy just worked out and just aligned. And he was like, yo, I want to do a verse on this and it's crazy. And he did his verse, sent it through. I was like, yo, this is crazy. And it's just like the energy just was right, dog. And I already seen his potential from his visuals. So I was like, oh yeah, we about to go crazy on this video.